Okay, once again, I want to welcome you. A great good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Once again, we're here to educate you. We're here to show you what's working for us. We're here to show you opportunity. All right. But remember, when you listen to us, you decide if it's a cup of tea or not. Okay. Don't feel any pressure. We're here to pass simple information to make sure that you are aware of what's happening and the change in finance direction. All right, today we have the delectable Nkiru who's going to handle the presentation for us. It's another occasion to hear her voice. So, Nkiru, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your busy day, and we do not take it for granted. My name is Nkiru. I'm a lawyer, and I'm here to bring to your doorstep a fantastic opportunity, as Coach Nnamdi had mentioned, that has changed millions of lives, changed a whole lot of lives. So who am I? Like I had mentioned earlier, I'm just like you, I'm Nkiru. Many of us here might either have dabbled into other businesses or other platforms, or might know someone who has, maybe friends, spouses, partners, relatives, who have dabbled into other platforms just to make money and somehow gotten burnt, or may have made a little money and then the whole thing just shut down. But people like me, we have dabbled into all sorts. We have lost money. We have lost a whole lot of money in many of these platforms. And it's disheartening. We sometimes you get disillusioned, but somehow you try again. Now, when I heard about this opportunity called Aurum, I was skeptical at first, just like many of you are going to be skeptical to hearing about it. However, one good thing I like about Aurum is the fact that every information about Aurum is out there for you to research, which research I also did. And I got a lot of positive feedbacks, and I decided to take the leap. And I'm glad I took the leap when I took the leap. Now, basically, what does Aurum do? We trade the crypto market and make money. Now, many people don't understand this crypto market. How can you make money in the crypto market? Many people feel that crypto market is too volatile, but the beauty of the crypto market is the volatility, and that volatility is what makes us money. That volatility also is what makes people lose their money because they don't understand how to ride this market. Now, how can you make money traditionally in the crypto market? It's just like every other business you can venture into. You're buying and selling soap, or you're buying and selling body cream, or you're buying and selling cement. You buy low and then you sell for a higher price just to make profit. That's basically what the crypto market is all about. So for example, on this chart here, you will see that at the time when Ethereum was $300 per unit of Ethereum, this person may have bought about 16.6 units of Ethereum and spent $5,000. But at a point in time, Ethereum rose all the way to $4,500. And this person, having sold his 16.6 units of Ethereum, made $74,000 or more than $74,000 for market that he bought for only $5,000. So yes, there's money to be made in crypto, and good money too. Now imagine this person didn't even sell when it was 4,500 and sold when it was $3,000. Before I even hit $4,500, he would have still made good money. So yes, that is how the crypto market makes us money. And with that, we introduce you to Aurum. Welcome to Aurum. Now, what is Aurum? Aurum is a financial market, is a fintech market, financial and technology market that makes you money, that trades on the blockchain and makes you money. Now, the moment you join Aurum, you are going to have a platform like this, or a platform like this, basically, where you are going to be making daily returns. Now, because every day in the blockchain is not the same, you will see that your earnings every day are totally different. So based on what the market gives every day, you will make money every day, and you will make money every day. Now, there are some days when the market is not very good. There are some days when there are some losses, but the trades that are successful will give you profits daily. Next slide, please. Now, there are different organizations, different sites online, internationally and locally, who are assessing and grading different platforms, different organizations online. And for every single site or organization that has assessed the Aurum Foundation, Aurum has not come out with anything less than a 4.5 rating. Some even rate it 4.8 over 5. But the least score we have had is a 4.5 rating, which is excellent. And this rating comes both from the customers, from the investors, and all that. You know, you can go and check all this information. It is out there for you to see. Now, watch this video because it summarizes basically what Aurum is all about in a nutshell. Please pay
Aurum
attention.
Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank.
So as mentioned earlier, Aurum is a decentralized fintech company. We don't just earn money on Aurum. Aurum intends to empower people, and empower they have done. We have seen it with our 2 naked eyes, and they do this by AI-powered algorithms that redefine how users experience the blockchain and grow their digital assets. Now, the next slide is a visual summary of what or how Aurum does what it does. Now, we have a HODL function. HODL basically means HOLD, holding, to hold your assets, your digital assets. However, Aurum doesn't just traditionally hold it and then wait for a good price for you to sell. While it is holding for you, it is growing, and that is the growth function of your assets. So you might have 1,000 units of a particular coin or if a particular asset. Traditionally, you will hold it up until when there is good price, and then you sell your 1,000 units to make good money, just like the initial example of the Ethereum, the 16.6 units of Ethereum that was in the slide we had seen earlier. But on the Aurum platform, your 1,000 units of that particular coin, when it is time to sell, will definitely not be 1,000 units anymore. It might even be 20,000. It might even be only 5,000, but it is definitely not the initial number of units you fed into it, because it is not only holding it for you, it is growing it at the same time. Then on the Aurum platform, it eliminates all the bottlenecks and all the obstacles of trying to spend your crypto, the money you have made via crypto, where you are going to have to sell, and then maybe through a broker or through some middleman, and then, or maybe on your exchange, and then have money sent to you, and then you transfer to your bank before you can now spend. Aurum has eliminated all that, because now you can spend your crypto with ease through the crypto and fiat merge. And that has been achieved through algorithmic trading and using our Visa cards, our MasterCards, where you feed your money into your MasterCard, your Visa card, and you spend it anywhere in the world where Visa works. We also have the AI agents, and we also have a crypto exchange in Aurum. Just like you have your Binance, your OKX, your KuCoin, your Bybit exchanges, we now have an Aurum exchange. Next slide, please, sir. Now, this is the Aurum ecosystem in a nutshell. We have the EXAI bot. We have the EXAI Pro bot. We have the Aurum Neobank, where we have the Zeus bot. We have the Visa cards, the Aurum exchange, and all that. So these bots are the respective bots in the platform that help you grow your money and give you your daily returns. And then who is behind this phenomenal initiative called Aurum? He's a young man called Brian Benson. Now, who is Brian Benson? Brian Benson was a former director in Binance. And prior to Binance, he had worked at Morgan Stanley in the United States. And if you also check, you will realize that Morgan Stanley is one of the top 3 financial institutions in the US. In the US. So yes, he understands the financial market. He understands the way banks work. He understands all the nitty-gritties, all the corners of the financial institution. And then he has also merged that with his experience in Binance on the blockchain. Brian Benson is a guru. He was the director of Binance for the Latin American market, which I must state that the Latin American market exploded positively, majorly, massively under his leadership. He's a top crypto guru of over 27 years in crypto trading on the blockchain. He's a legend of the blockchain. Now, if you Google Brian Benson, you're going to see different pictures of him. You will see him as a young man. You will see him as an elderly man, his head full of hair at some pictures. And so he's a regular human being like me and you, who has dedicated his life and life's work to making people have good financial solutions with regards to their money in the crypto, in the blockchain as a whole. Now, Brian Benson also has been recognized by Forbes on different occasions. That is why Forbes has now invited him to be part of the Forbes. sorry about that. I don't know why my voice is cracking. Has invited him to be part of the Forbes Finance Council. Now, this is an invite-only membership. Yeah, an invite-only membership. So Forbes has not only recognized his track record from his wee days, even from Morgan Stanley, Forbes has also recognized his valuable contributions in the blockchain. And now they have invited him to be a member of their council. Now, you might say that there are other platforms out there that seem to do what Aurum is doing and all whatnot. But are their CEO, who is their CEO in the first instance? Even if you get to know who their CEO is, and it's not just a picture of the internet, is their CEO a member of the Forbes Finance Council? Now, last year in Singapore, at the Token 2049 event, which housed or hosted the 1% of the 1% of the blockchain gurus in the world, the movers and shakers of both the crypto and the financial industry, Brian Benson was invited as a keynote speaker. And what he talked about was, his speech was, how can AI make you richer? Yes, he had to be richer because the people there were already millionaires. But if I'm to ask that question to us today, how can AI make you rich? You can go to the Token 2049 YouTube page. His YouTube is there. It's open to everybody. You can go and look for his speech and listen to it. So we're not saying something that we don't know. We're not talking about somebody that you cannot identify. And then different reputable organizations and institutions have partnered or are partnering with Aurum on different levels and different products of Aurum. We have the Forbes, we have Bazinga, we have Binance, and different other establishments stamping their reputation, stamping their seal on what Aurum is all about. So when we're talking about Aurum, there's something that makes us confident in what we are saying. And we know that somehow we either use our skills or use our knowledge to try to make money, to try to make ends meet, to hustle and, get another source of income and all that. But if we don't find a way to make money work for us while we sleep, we will work until we die. And at the end of the day, who loses out? The people, your loved ones that you have left behind. That is why we have found a system that works, where our money is also working for us while we sleep. We are earning. And it doesn't stop us from still doing whatever it is that we are doing on our own and our regular day jobs or regular businesses, while Aurum is also on the side making us money. Now, many people will ask, what are the risks? I know that's a question that is on many people's minds today. What are the risks involved? We will not tell you that there are no risks involved. This is market. This is buying and selling. There are risks involved. However, where are there no risks? If I'm to ask that question, waking up in the morning, walking into your bathroom to have a bath is risky because you could slip and fall or hit your head, die or be paralyzed. We don't know. You could take a flight to somewhere and your life is in the hands of whoever is in the cockpit. Anything can happen. There is a risk. Everything in life is a risk. But be rest assured that whatever risks are involved in dealing with and partnering with Aurum is way, way less than what risks there are available if you are flying from one point to another, or from driving from one place to another. In 2023, Aurum was launched officially, and it launched with the launch of the first bot, which is the EXAI bot. I had mentioned it initially. Now, what does this bot do? This bot is, it trades for you, hands-free, completely automatic, and it remits your earnings, your profits daily. Aurum makes its money from buying and selling. It's not an interest-based business. It's pure ROI, pure profits, pure return on investments daily. Now, its core, it's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem that flows from one angle to another. And its core products and infrastructure, we have the Aurum Neobank, we have the Aurum Exchange, and we even have POS machines. Your bank, does your bank make you happy? And to be able to enjoy every aspect of this Aurum experience, if it was you that has come out with different bots making money for people on different levels, hodling, removing all the bottlenecks and all the obstacles of people enjoying their money and their hard work, if you were the one whose business it is and you were to place an entry fee or an access fee or a subscription fee for people to use that product, I know you will place a good premium on that product or on that service that you are rendering to people. However, Brian Besson is saying, no, I'm making it open to everybody. And the amount to subscribe for the Aurum Foundation and all its ecosystem, all its products, is as little as $19.99. It's even less than $20, which everybody, I believe, can afford. It's just $20, and then you have change at the end of the day, just to be able to access all the beautiful benefits of the Aurum Foundation. Now, this screen is talking about trading results from its launch date, which was February 2023, up until March 2025. Now, when they were testing the boards, trying to understand it, trying to, align it to the markets up and on. And if you notice, 2023 was a bearish market, a seriously bearish market. And these are the profit results. It started with about 16.65%. And at that March 2025, it had balanced on an average of 17.93%. There are some months that it made more, there are some months that it made less, but as at March 2025, it was already stable and trading the market seamlessly with an average of 17.93%. Now, the EXAI bot that we had mentioned earlier is your first experience once you sign up for Aurum, where it uses your money to trade and remits to you profits daily, automatically. And you can withdraw your profits every day if you like. You can withdraw your profits every day if you like. So it trades on different exchanges at different times, taking little sports trading is what it's called, taking little profits across board and then remitting all together to you at the end of the day. So that's what the EXAI bot does. The next slide, please. Now, the next slide here is 2025 annual performance summary of this EXAI bot that we just mentioned. So throughout 2025, the crypto market was operated under very high volatility, and total results was 209%. 209.13%. Can your bank give you that kind of result with the money you have put in your bank? So the average every month was about 17.43%. And that is what the EXAI bot dished out to people. Now, this is the 2025 summary. No, we just gave you the figures in the previous slide. Now, this is the summary of how it gave us that 205%. So this is the annual summary. The percentage in January, the percentage in October, and all that. Now, when you join, it depends on how much you join with. Different amounts attract different percentages or ROI monthly. So if you start with as little, the minimum amount to start trading is $100. So the most minimum amount, which is the basic amount, basic package, which is $100 to $249, you'll be making at least 10.49% monthly of your money. Your money is still intact, trading for you, but you will make at least 10%, 10.49%. Now, if you are trading with about $250 up to $999, you'll be making 11.37% of your money. Monthly. Your bank will not give you this percentage every month. I know. Now, if you have some liquidity and you choose to trade with about $10,000, you'll be making about 14.87% monthly. That means you'll be going home with about $1,488 every month, just on autopilot, on wheels, just making your money hands-free. Now, if you have a larger amount to trade with, maybe from $50,000 and above, you're making about 16.62% every month of your money. Also note, the higher amount you put, the higher your profit for the month. Why? Because Aurum trades with institutions, trades with the big boys, trades for the big boys, trades with and for the big boys. But the need to have an exchange, when they started creating their exchange, now required them to have more people, more users on their platform. So they made it open to everybody. So you can come in with as little as $100. However, there is also an option for you to always top up your money. So you might want to start trading with $10,000, but what you have now is $1,000. Start with your $1,000. What you have now is $500. Start with your $500. You can always top up your capital. And the moment you hit the next capital threshold, your percentage increases. So start from where you are. Start from where you are. That doesn't mean you should go and carry your children's school fees and put here, or carry your house rent and put. You take risks at your own level and then just make money. That's all we are asking you. Just make money. So the next slide is basically a summary of the previous page, where it is broken down as to the different packets of trading capitals. Whatever trading capital you come in with has a particular bracket where it is fitted into, and percentage for that bracket is there. So you can increase your rewards by either compounding. There's a compounding option. So you choose by yourself to switch it on and off as you please. You can also top up. Next slide, sir. So the question now is 10% to 17% monthly on steroids, hands-free, without your input, too much for you to make in a month? I don't think so. For me, it isn't. I don't think so. Your bank will not give you that. Your bank will definitely not give you that. And that is what Aurum, this is just one of the bots. That's the EXAI bot. That's one of the bots, is giving you this monthly, depending on what capital you are trading with. Next slide, sir. Okay, so this is an example of the compounding. Now, this person, this team member, started sometime in April 2025 with a trading capital of $10,000. Now, he didn't withdraw. He left it to compound. So he turned on his reinvest button. That button that is green there is the reinvest button. So that's how you compound on the EXAI bot. And then between 10th of April and the 16th of May, so basically 5 weeks, his money had grown 23%. So it is said that there are 7 wonders of the world. However, compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. It massively grows your capital, it massively grows your money. So within 5 weeks, he had trading capital of $12,360. Now, between that 16th of May and the 24th of June, which is 10 weeks from when he started, he had a trading capital of over $15,000. Still compounding, as at the 10th of July, which is 12 weeks, that's 3 months after he started, which is $10,000, he had a trading capital of $17,000. $17,000. At this point, when he got to the 10th of August, which is 4 months from the date he started, his trading capital had doubled. He started with $10,000 trading capital, but 4 months into his experience with Aurum, he had over $20,000 as his trading capital. And from the previous slides that we had shown you, for each rise in his trading capital, in each rise in the amount of his trading capital, his new percentage of returns will kick in. So you are not stuck with the initial percentage you started with. No. Now, I understand that there are many people from other countries on this call. However, this breakdown is just in Naira, but you can also convert it to your country's local currency and tell me if whatever your capacity can carry as an extra source of income hands-free will be. For example, if you started with $200 as your trading capital, you are not compounding this time around, you just choose to withdraw every month. You'll be making 10.5 4% monthly. So that's an extra $20 in a month. If you were to be withdrawing it every month, it will take you about 9 months and a fraction to become risk-free, to have gained back your $200 rather, your $200. Now, if your capital was higher than $200, for example, $3,000, you will be making 13.1% monthly. So that is $393 just like that, hands-free, withdrawing. If it is converted into Naira, it's an estimate of over 500K every month. Is that good enough for you? And that means you'll be risk-free. That means you would have earned your $3,000 back within 7 months and a fraction. Now, if you were trading with about $100,000, and then you are withdrawing every month, you are not compounding, you're just withdrawing every month because you want to bring out your money and all that, you will be risk-free. What we call risk-free here is having withdrawn the initial amount you started with, because the system would have made it for you and you would have withdrawn it as your profits out. So you will be risk-free within 6 months, because at that point, you are getting a 16.6% returns monthly. So whatever your local currency is, you can convert what dollars is to your local currency. But the bottom line is this: dollar to dollar, you will be risk-free within a particular number of months, between 10 to 6 months, 6 to 10 months, depending on what you started with. Now, when we're talking about this compounding, I'm talking about this compounding. How can you make $355,000 every year just with $1,000? It looks like we're here waving a magic wand or saying something that is out of the ordinary, but it isn't. It's by compounding. Remember that compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. It's by compounding. If you compound that $1,000, you don't withdraw, you compound it every month for the next 3 years. Your new total, your new capital is 178,000 and a fraction as your new trading capital. So with that, if you now start withdrawing or start making money, withdrawing your money, you would have withdrawn about $355,000. That's what that 178,000 would give you. So compounding is beautiful for those who want to compound. Now, for other people, you can choose to compound a little and then withdraw a little. Now, this is somebody doing a $500 breakdown for 5 years. Let's say saving plan for your children, and you compound $500 for 5 years. You can choose to compound for only 3 years or 2 years, depending on your risk capacity. But this example is for 5 years. And at the end of 5 years, you have 3.4 million as your new deposit, as your new trading capital. Now, total profit afterwards is over 6 million, if almost 7 million, because it's $6.9 million. That is massive, if you ask me. It is massive on every level. On every level. Now, there's another bot. All that we explained was the EXAI bot. Now, there's another bot called the Aurum Zeus, the Zeus AI bot. Now, this is the bot that I explained earlier that holds your crypto for you. We call it hodling. It hodls your crypto for you. It keeps your crypto for you, pending when you would want to sell. However, while it is holding your crypto for you, it is multiplying it. It is trading and multiplying it. It has a lot of security features, and it is very, very user friendly. It is transparent enough. You will see what trades went through and what trades did not go through. You will see on what exchange it traded those coins and what percentage it made. It just goes in, makes a 0.2%, it comes out, it goes back in, makes in a day it can do 20 trades. All 20 could be successful. It might only be maybe 18 that are successful out of the 20. It is there, timestamps, real time, everything is there. You will see it, how your money is growing, how your coins that it is holding for you is growing. Next slide, please. Now, another bot So we have discussed 2 bots now. Now this is a 3rd bot. This is called the Aurum Zeus. Okay, no, this is still the Zeus AI. This is still the Zeus bot. Now, in 2025, the performance of this Zeus bot. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention is that the Zeus bot trades now 6. As of this week, they added 1 more coin. But initially, it was trading only 5 coins. And it has to be the top coins, top stable coins. It trades the BTC, it trades the BNB, it trades Ethereum, it trades Pepe, it trades Doge. Now they have added Solana coin to it. Solana was added on Wednesday. So as of 2025, it made an 83.62% profit for BTC in 2025. It made 103% on BNB. It made 149% on Pepe. That is the Zeus bot. So if you had your any of these coins on the Zeus bot, your coins multiplied over 100%, depending on which of the coins you are holding on the Zeus bot. If it is the Doge, it made 100, it multiplied it by 148%. Is that beautiful or is that not beautiful? Now the next slide, sir. The next bot we're going to talk about is the Aurum EXAI Pro bot. Now, this EXAI Pro bot is a semi-automated bot. Now, the first 2, the EXAI bot and the Zeus bot, are automated, fully automated. Now, the EXAI Pro bot, which was launched last year, 2025, is a semi-automated bot. And in its first year of launch of operations, it made a 70% profit on people who traded on that bot. So we're not telling you that how do I explain it now? You will see that it is not we're not making promises that we can't keep. This is market as it is. So whatever it goes into the market and sees, it will deliver to you. So there are some good days, there are some bad days, but be sure that there is no day you will not come out with something. Now, we also have our Aurum cards. The had mentioned about the Visa cards initially, and these cards work anywhere in the world that there is Visa. People have used it in the US. People have used it in Dubai. People have used it in Thailand. Someone I know has used it in Ghana. People are using it here in Nigeria to buy fuel, to pay for food, to withdraw money from the ATM. What are you spending? Your USDT. You are spending your USDT. You don't need to go and look for who to sell USDT to anymore. You just feed your money into the card and use it anywhere in the world. It makes traveling easy for many people. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. As long as there is Visa, you can use your card. And that is what Aurum has brought to everybody's doorstep today. It's either you take advantage of these benefits or not. So let's just watch a short video on someone who used it to withdraw money from the ATM. We understand tapping the card or inserting the card and making payments, but whether it will withdraw money from an ATM, let's watch this.
All right, Coach Namdi, good afternoon to you. Remember yesterday, I promised you I was going to take the Aurum debit card. You saw me yesterday with the family. I used the card on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we're going to take out some money with Aurum. Follow me. You have to remind me of the PIN number.
You have to move the camera a little bit for this one.
All right, let's go. Let's see this one in action. Should get some money out here. I'm probably going to take about $1,000. All right, I'm going to take $1,000. Here we go. I'm going to go with local currency. There we go. I can hear the machine. I can hear it giving me that freedom. Right, what's the card? What's the card? Take it slowly. Aurum. And here's the money. Yalla. All right, there we go. So 2 days in a row, 2 separate days. 5th of December, we used it to pay for a family dinner. Clicking it on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we used it to take out money from the ATM. This is freedom. Take care, everybody. All right.
This is indeed freedom. Freedom on every level. Now, this is an example of, this is not an example. This is real withdrawals of people in the system. Some of my team members who have withdrawn from the Aurum, or some of the monies they've made from this Aurum platform. Some of the monies they've made from the Aurum platform. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you can withdraw your profits every day if you wish. If you wish. Now, this person has withdrawn 16,000 USDT. However, there is always a charge for withdrawals. What is the charge? For withdrawals, the system charges you 1% of whatever amount you are withdrawing plus $1, just 1%. I know there's some platforms where they will charge as much as 15%, 10%, 12%, 8% of whatever you are withdrawing, but Aurum charges just 1%. So if you are withdrawing $100, they are charging you $1. So 1% of the amount you're withdrawing plus $1. So if you're withdrawing $100, your charge is $1 plus $1. So you're getting $98. So this person withdrew 16,000 and he's getting 15,862. Now, Aurum key achievements of between 2023 and 2025 is we have had over $90 million under Aurum management. This was between, but 2026 has increased definitely, but and they delivered back to back. AI-driven arbitrage results of over $15 million. And if you notice, Aurum has about 50,000 active users. 50,000 active users, which is another point of attraction for me, because it shows that the system is not yet saturated. This company has been operating consistently, delivering back to back since 2023. So this is just 3 years. It is still pretty new. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The next best time is now. If you couldn't join Aurum 2 years ago, the next best time to join is now. It is not saturated. We have over 5,000 cards already in use in different parts of the world, and more are still being rolled out. So we have had so many achievements in Aurum, and there is still a lot of R&D going on, research and development going on. New products are still being rolled out, like the staking and the other ones. They are all coming out. The exchange is already in its final stage. The apps are already ready to roll out at any point in time, because I think they are done with the Google Play. They are finalizing on the Apple before they roll out. So a lot of things are ready to roll out. So Aurum is here to stay. They are serious, very, very serious. Now everybody knows that the United States is the largest and the most influential financial and fintech market globally. So Aurum is already meeting all the statutory and regulatory requirements of the US. So we've heard some reports and also heard of documents circulating saying that SEC is saying that Aurum is illegal in Nigeria. And the same may also apply to some other local countries here. So the main thing is this: Aurum will meet all the statutory regulatory requirements of the US, but they won't necessarily come to your country if you are not the US to meet your country's requirements. So it is okay if your country decides to call it illegal. However, take note that when it comes to the blockchain, it is international grounds. It is almost universal to a large extent. Now, why am I saying this? For example, when we talk about the Bitcoin was considered illegal in many countries initially because people didn't really understand it and how it worked. But has the Bitcoin changed lives till today? It is. It has changed and it is still changing lives. Aurum is trading the blockchain. Also note that solutions like Aurum don't just come and first focus on regulatory requirements and regulations. No. Their first focus is on getting a buy-in and ensuring that it is a product market fit. Therefore, when the product market fit is confirmed and it is gaining traction, then they will now go and get requirements or regulatory requirements for that particular country. Another example of what I have just mentioned now is Binance. When Binance came in, they didn't just focus on meeting your requirements, but when they saw that their products and services were market fit, they now started going ahead to get requirements of particular countries. Now let's watch this example of this video rather of one of our Nigerian brothers. This guy, they bust my brain. One of our Nigerian brothers and what Aurum has done in his life in less than a year.
Hi everyone, so we're just having a lunch break right now, me and some leaders, and interestingly we have Abdul here with us. Now Abdul is one of the first Nigerians that invested in Aurum, and he has some interesting things to share with us. Abdul, can you tell us why you were interested in Aurum?
Obviously the card really motivated me, and I know that there is no scam since this card is connected to the bank. So on my expenses now, because I always travel, so the ticket, the hotel, the shopping we did with my card. This is what motivated me to invest heavily on this program.
Awesome, awesome. So now tell me about it. How much did you start with? Yes, how much did you start with?
What do you have?
How much did you start with?
Obviously I started with less than $1,000. But now in Naira, I have more than 4 billion inside.
Did you hear that? Abdul says he has
naira.
more than 4 billion naira inside this business.
With a B.
With a B.
Yeah,
with a
with a B. Big B.
A big B. Yeah.
B.
Big now B. That shows confidence in the business.
Wow.
Okay, so you were talking about Zeus
so
as
my
well.
Nigerian people, you need to wake up. This is a real opportunity for us to accumulate, to invest heavily, and to trust the process. There is nothing hidden on this program.
Awesome.
I started in April. I never thought I would meet something in this crypto space like this company. I never thought in my wildest dream. But obviously it is happening. We have been to many seminars. We have been to Thailand, to Turkey. Now we are in Dubai. So you have to trust the process. So next one you will be there and see yourself.
So Abdul was talking about Zeus. And was saying
it's very good also.
Yeah.
Because I have seen now CEO
yeah.
have just shown us that we made about 89%.
Yeah.
And we just started, I think, in the third quarter of this year.
Exactly.
So it's a very good investment as well because the crypto is always increasing. We have a dream that Bitcoin will reach 1 million one day.
Yeah.
Ethereum.
Yeah.
Those, which one is the other one?
Pepe did quite a lot. The percentage Pepe did over 149, yes. That's
so
huge.
It's better you also invest in that one.
You were saying something about how much you were making from Zeus, you know?
Around $42,000 every month.
Every month?
Every month.
Can you believe that just on Zeus?
I didn't withdraw it.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Because
can you
just compounding?
I mean,
always compounding.
Abdul is making over $42,000 on Zeus alone every month.
Every month.
No way. Abdul, can you please share? Please, Abdul, can you even just share? Like, how much do you make from X? That's EX.
Yeah.
What's right now?
On average, every day I made on average $20,000.
Every day.
Every day.
No way.
And this is half of the account.
Abdul says this is. Go ahead, please tell me. Yeah. Tell me, this is half of the account.
Yeah, it's for 3 days and half of the account of our account. Because some will withdraw, some will compound. So these are the withdrawal account.
You don't say.
You know, we made a withdrawal, but yet to be sent, I think, for today. But this is from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wow.
Wow.
You said if you compound in 4 months, you can make 120%. And here also.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, NK, for that powerful presentation of the Aurum Foundation opportunity. Thank you very much. All right, so she did a great job. She put her heart into it. She spoke to it. And we really appreciate you, NK, for finding out the time to really show that you are an example to be, emulated, for everybody to be a part of this amazing, amazing opportunity. So tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being that you did not enjoy NK at all, and 10 being that you enjoyed every bit about NK, tell me where you stand on the scale of 1 to 10. Drop it in the chat box. Let us feel the amazing, amazing, lots of 10s. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is good. This is good. This is good. Lots of feedback. All right. Lots of feedback. We really appreciate the 10s. We appreciate the 9s. We appreciate the 8. Anything above 5 is excellent. Anything above 5 is excellent. So thank you very much. And yeah, if you're struggling to hear, then it's definitely your network. Thank you very much. The amazing NK. You're going to be hearing a lot from NK over the weeks to come, and you're going to be super excited with what she's going to be telling you about this Aurum opportunity. Thank you very much, NK, for educating us about the SEC statement and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, please take note. This is the blockchain. On the blockchain, there is money. The money on the blockchain is called freedom money. And that is money that belongs to the people. The people control the money. The people decide how the money should operate. Now, centralized institutions will not understand the blockchain because the blockchain is decentralized. And the people generally are, they push against centralized institutions. Now, Aurum is doing something different. Aurum is not fighting centralized institutions. Aurum is saying, hey, we're coming from the blockchain, we're making money from trading. Let's merge centralized money with decentralized money. Aurum is saying, we're trading in the decentralized space. Let's merge decentralized money with your centralized money. And that is where the money merge happens. This is the future of money, ladies and gentlemen. You're literally getting to hear the future of money. Now, many people do not even understand this concept. Many countries do not even understand this concept. And we're just telling you right now that this is the future direction of money. In the past, people saved their money by buying into stable coins. Oh, instead of holding my money in my local currency, let me buy dollar, let me buy stable coins. But you know what? The way the future is going, stable coins are not enough because even the dollar loses value 3 to 4% every single year. Even the dollar loses value 3 to 4% every single year. Where is the solution of financial breakthrough going to come from? It's going to come from AI finance. We hold your crypto, grow your crypto, and help you spend your crypto, ladies and gentlemen. That is the amazing opportunity that we're here to speak about. And this is why we say, pay attention. The world is changing. Now, we want to welcome you to the partner program, and I'm going to use the next 5 minutes to talk about the partner program. I'm not going to take much of your time today. The partner program is optional. It's not compulsory. The partner program is simply for people who say, oh, I think Aurum is special. I need to tell my friends. The partner program is for people who are looking for, something to do to, create extra cash flow. The partner program is for people who say, okay, I think I need to, clear my debt. What can I do to clear my debt? So the partner program is for people who say, oh, I think I have some big financial goals. What can I do to achieve my big financial goals? So welcome to Aurum Partner Program. Remember, we've used a lot of time to talk about the trading bots. Super easy. You do not need to recruit anybody to make the monies that have been said. in the presentation. However, there's some extra opportunity in the system. Listen to Brian Benson.
If you had to describe Aurum's long-term mission in one simple sentence, what would it be?
Well, this is an easy one because this is something that we're really focused on, and one of the reasons that I'm happy to be the CEO here, but we're focused on creating 1,000 millionaires. And so we want to create, $1 billion company, and the easiest math I can think of is 1,000 million is a billion, right? So if we have 1,000 millionaires that have earned that through our platform, I feel like that's going to be a job well done. So yeah, we want to create 1,000 millionaires.
Brian Benson, with Aurum, has a target to create 1,000 millionaires. If you make $1 million, what will change in your life? If you make $1 million, where would you live? What kind of, building would you be in? If you make $1 million, who would you help? Who would you be willing to assist financially? This is the reason. This is freedom money. This is freedom money. The blockchain money is freedom money. So you need to really wake up and decide, are you going to be a part of the revolution to transform your finances? Or are you going to be looking at centralized forces to determine your fate? Well, if you decide to become an Aurum entrepreneur, an Aurum partner program, you're going to be making money from direct sales. That is people you bring in directly into the opportunity. You're going to be making money from team sales. That is people you bring in, all right? People that your team members, introduce. You're going to be making money from them. You're going to be making money from direct profit share. That means profits made every day by people you bring in, you're going to get part of it. There's a percentage of every day's profit that comes to you from people you bring in directly. That is direct profit share. There is team profit share. This is profit share from people you bring in indirectly. That means people you bring in are bringing other people. They're trading capital. Whenever they make money, you make money. There is extra bonus as you hit the ranks. The extra bonuses are, really, really exciting. There's a shareholder bonus for those who hit share Oracle and above. So this slide, the next two slides, try to paint a picture of the compensation plan. The next two slides paint a clear picture of the compensation plan. But hey, when you sign up, get started, you are a Nova. Nova means new. And because you're new, you have no idea of what is available in Aurum. You don't have any idea of Aurum money. You have no idea of what is possible. You simply say, oh, I've got to start it, I'm a Nova. As a Nova, you get 3% of whatever deposits, your friends come in with. People you bring in directly, you get 3% of whatever they come in with. Please take note of this. Please take note of this. If you look at the 3%, you're going to be feeling like, oh, this money is it's tiny. People often say, oh, this money is small money. People often say, oh, the 3%, I have other platforms that can give me 10%. Ladies and gentlemen, Aurum is not a Ponzi scheme that is focused on just taking your money and robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay? So Aurum is all about creating opportunities that will bless you sustainably over the long haul. Your first task is to quickly move from Nova to Voyager. Give yourself a promotion. You don't have to beg anybody for a promotion. You simply get the job done. To get a promotion in Aurum, because you are self-employed, you're an entrepreneur, what you do is simply go and say, hey, let me get a team that is trading with $7,500. When you have a team that is trading with $7,500, automatically, anybody you bring in, you make 5% of whatever deposit that they bring in. 5%. And that is why we tell you that is the fastest promotion. When you become Vanguard, anybody you activate, you get 7% of the capital they come in. So if you want more money, then you need to get up the value chain. But this is what you need to know. To be Voyager, you need $7,500 trading in your structure. Your capital is not included. If you want to be Vanguard, you need $25,000 trading in your structure. Your capital is not included. To be Vanguard, you need to also create 2 Voyagers. So you are a Voyager. You build a team of 7,500. Your next task is to create 2 people. 2 people who are also trading with $7,500. You just tell them, invite your friends to this presentation, and they do that, and before you know it, their friends become a part of the system within their financial model. And then we have a team of 2-3 persons who are trading, and you are a Vanguard. When you become a Voyager, you get a $100 bonus gift. When you become a Vanguard, you get a $500 bonus gift. Now, something beautiful happens when you become a Voyager. You start opening up team income. That team income I spoke about, where every day the money from your entire structure, you get a percentage, that only happens from Voyager. And so you get 5% of whatever your team makes. As a Vanguard, you make 7.5% of whatever your team makes. As a Vanguard Pro, you make 10% of whatever your team makes. Your life starts changing from Nexus. As a Nexus rank, hey, you make 12.5% of whatever your team makes. As an Oracle rank, you make about 15% of whatever your team makes. Now, but take note that as a Vanguard Pro, you get a $1,000 bonus. As a Vanguard, you get $500 bonus. As a Nexus, you get a $2,000 bonus. As an Oracle, you get a $5,000 bonus. As Prime, you get a $10,000 bonus. Now, the second page of the compensation plan is mind-blowing. The first page is all about getting out of poverty. The second page is all about embracing wealth. As an elite, you get a $20,000 bonus. As a magnet, you get a $50,000 bonus. As a Mitos, you get a $100,000 bonus. As a legend, you get a $150,000 bonus. And the conditions remain the same. You just keep building the team, expanding your team, and becoming a salesperson for Aurum Foundation. The challenge most people have is fear. They keep wondering, I've had a lot of loss in my last opportunity I tried. I lost so much. Let me tell you this. When you have a big loss, when you have a very big loss, you are likely about to experience your breakthrough. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. All right, take care. When you have a big loss, you're about to experience your financial breakthrough. You dare not give up just because you're having a loss. No. When you have a loss, you just have to keep going because your breakthrough is coming, but you don't know. The forces want to keep you away from your breakthrough. So they're going to tell you, hey, scare him with a loss. Scare him with a very big loss so that he will never dare to try again. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, when you have a very big loss, you need to understand that you are probably closer to your breakthrough. You have to be willing to try again. And so here are some people who are trying again, and within a few months, some have made lots of money, tens of thousands of dollars, and they are testifying. When you join this team, you have absolute support. You're going to get support. Shay Moran every Monday. You can learn how to build a business. This is Shay Moran. He is an expert in the Organo Gold, a co-founder of Organo Gold. He is here to lead the Aurum family to victory, and he shares his strategies. So if you want to build a team and you're thinking, I don't know how to talk to anybody, I don't know how to do it, come on, get on Shay Moran's call. I know you've listened to this presentation, you've heard NK, you've heard my voice, you love what you hear, you're still scared, you're wondering. Now, this short clip from a cartoon is for kids actually, but right now, you need it more than the kids.
I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah, I get one too sometimes. Alberto, you can't. Alberto, you're gonna die. Alberto, don't put that in your mouth. Luca, it's simple. Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Why is his name Bruno?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Call him whatever you want. Shut him up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
If you're going to experience breakthrough in your life, even after great losses, you have to silence the Bruno in your head. All you need to know is what is different about Aurum. Before you panic and give up, ask yourself, that platform you lost money, who was the CEO? Because people are bandying platforms up and down, and with a CEO that doesn't exist. People are bandying platforms up and down with CEO without credibility. And here we have an amazing CEO, somebody who is real, somebody who is strong, solid, ready to take you to the next level. I want to reassure you that There is no guarantee in life, so we don't offer any guarantees. But Aurum is the best thing I've seen in the online space over many decades. Now, listen to the CEO of Aurum, what he said, Brian Benson. He was talking about himself and how he had to leave his career with Morgan Stanley, step into the blockchain, and also leave Binance and step into the field of trying to merge centralized finance and decentralized finance, fiat and crypto. He said, without great risk, there is no great reward. And I want you to remember that statement as you're considering whether to be a part of Aurum Foundation or not. If you want a great reward, you have to take great risk. But you don't take great blind risk. You take great risk based on facts, based on data. Take great risk with Aurum Foundation. Lives are being changed, and we want yours to be transformed. So thank you very much, everybody, for being a part of this session. I mean, keep your head up, believe in yourself. We're here to support you. And when you embrace Aurum will change your life. Most people at times type their CV. They're looking for a job that's going to pay them, some certain amount of money. And what I'm going to tell you is just focus on Aurum. Decide to be a promoter of Aurum. Decide to become a salesperson of Aurum. And you're going to quit your job in no time. Thank you very much for being a part of this. And once again, I want to thank you, NK, for stepping in to be a part of this presentation. So right now, we're going to take 2 questions.